Hi, my name is Shannon, and it's taken me a lot to make this video because I'm so nervous and shy to talk to a camera for some reason. But this video will basically be about my worst boyfriend ever. I have a few of these stories, but I feel like he's the all-time most disrespectful. He was the worst one out of everybody. It's not even funny. So I'll just start. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, so don't mind me. I touch my hair and my boobs a lot, so just don't mind me. But anyways, let's start with the story. Okay, so basically it's my freshman year of college, and I meet this guy. Well, we kind of sort of didn't meet. We just kind of sort of always saw each other. And in my opinion, when I first met him or first saw him, he was really weird and just creepy to me, because if there's one thing I don't like about people, it's when people, stare. It's just weird to me. I don't like when people stare at me. Anyways, let's move on from that. Damn, I'm tired. But basically we met because he worked at the front desk in my building. And well, he worked at a lot of different buildings, but he was in my building this particular day. And basically I needed to get to my room, but I didn't really have an ID. And in order to get on the elevators or up the stairs, you need to have your ID. So he worked at the front desk. So I asked, is it okay if I get a temporary ID? And he was like, okay, I'm not really supposed to give you one without having certain information, but I trust you. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Okay. So I ended up getting the ID. And I ended up getting to my room, and I honestly don't remember how he got my number. Only God knows. I'm pretty sure at some point he probably asked for it and I gave it to him, but I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Anyways, so since the day, I gave him my number, we were kind of cool. We were kind of friends, because hopefully nobody's offended, but I really don't like light-skinned boys. They just always send the wrong message. I just don't like them personally as boyfriends. And I feel like he made it seem like he liked me, but this story is going to prove that he really didn't like me and he tried to basically use me. So, anyways, he messaged me and texts me sometimes, and he, wants to be my friend. He want to be friends and stuff like that. And being said that I'm a freshman and I'm really quiet, I was really numb to the situation, and I really didn't pay no attention to what exactly was happening. So this particular incident that happened should have been a red flag, but for some reason I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Because of what reason, I have no idea. I just completely blocked this situation out, basically. So this is what happened. So around the time that we started to become more cool and, we started to become friends, I would think it was St. Patrick's Day, and he came to my room, and he was basically not drunk, but he was really tipsy. Yeah, he was tipsy. And I was just at first, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, I really don't know much about people being drunk or much about people being tipsy, because that's not how I was raised. I'm not used to seeing people, drunk. So when he first came to my room, I was wondering what is wrong with him? He was talking funny. He was just acting weird. I was just okay. But to make that long story short, he asked me later, during that time, he asked me like, oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Okay. As far as I was concerned, is this still recording? Okay. As far as I was concerned, we were in a relationship. So, as far as I was concerned, again, like, we made it official. We said, okay, now we're boyfriend and now we're, girlfriend, as far as I was concerned. But later on in the story, I'm going to tell you what exactly happened and why it happened. Okay. So, like, during the relationship, I noticed that he never really, like, took me seriously. Like, when we were not friends, he used to always, like, keep in contact and, text me and actually check up on me to see how I was doing. But when we got in a relationship, it was so much different. Like, it was basically like I didn't really exist, or he just didn't really take me as seriously as I felt like he should have. And he basically, did a lot of stuff on purpose in front of my face. And I couldn't really understand why. Because it's just like, okay, so basically when I was a freshman, that's when I met him. But we're fast forward into my sophomore year. This is, around the time we started talking. So yeah, he didn't really pay much attention to me. He didn't really care about the relationship. Basically, he was using me for what? I don't know. Or he was trying to take advantage of me. But even though I didn't fall for any of it, I still fell for it in a way. So this is another red flag. So basically, like I said before, he worked at the front desk in my school. And before we got in a relationship, he used to always say like, oh, do you want to come, before we got in a relationship, he used to always say, oh, do you want to come and visit me? Like, I'm at work, you can come down here and talk to me, blah, 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 etc. And I'm just like, yeah, sure. And I used to always go down there and chill with him or whatever. But the moment we got in a relationship, I realized that all of that literally stopped. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm not going to say much, but basically things just weren't the same. So around this time that things were not the same, there was this particular girl that he was supposedly friends with. So I honestly don't know if they were friends or more, like, I really don't know. But I started to notice that she would always be at the front desk. So I was just like, like, you can tell me, what's up. Like, don't try to play me. Don't try to do what you used to do with me with somebody else when you basically begged me to be in a so-called relationship with you. Like, why would you beg me to be in a relationship, and finally when I agreed to be in a relationship with you, you start taking advantage and using me and trying to basically make it seem like I'm not good enough. And then that's another thing about the relationship. He always tried to, yeah, but that was another thing about the relationship. He tried to make it seem like I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't cute enough, or I wasn't on his level, despite the fact that he really wasn't that cute himself. No offense. But he was okay. He wasn't all of that. So I was really confused as to why he was, sorry. Yeah, so I was really confused as to why he was trying to play me. Like, don't try to act like you're better than me, or try to act like you're too good to be in a relationship with me when you literally begged me. When you literally begged me and asked me to be your girlfriend. Now all of a sudden I'm your girlfriend and you want to act like I'm not. It's just kind of like with boys. Some boys, they're really... My phone keeps falling. But yeah, some boys are really unappreciative. They're really ungrateful. They take advantage of people who actually like them to go for the hoe that don't really like, to go for the, you know, hoe-ish type of girls that really don't like them. And anyways, so basically, yeah, like I was saying, she would always be at the front desk, and he would never ask me to come to the front desk. So now it's just like, it's really obvious that you're playing me. And at that point, when I realized, like, okay, he is playing me, and I do notice, but I want to see if he actually is going to go along with this. Like, is he actually going to really act like I don't exist? Like, I didn't ask you to be in this relationship. You asked me. You've been begging me for years. So it's just kind of like, now it's like a slap in the face. And I honestly think they were in a relationship because, like, when I tell you guys she would always be at the front desk, she would literally always be at the front desk with him. So it was just kind of like really bold a little bit. And I feel like I'm missing a part. And okay, yeah, I remember this other red flag. I have to hurry up and end my video because my battery is dying. But this other time, yeah, basically he just didn't want to have anything to do with me, despite the fact that he begged me to be in a relationship. So it was just like, what was the point? You could have just left me alone and let me be. So after a while, after I noticed what was going on, I ended the relationship because I feel like you're trying to act like you're better than me, and I'm way too good for that. And so basically, y'all, this is the part of the story where it's just like, okay, you're one of my worst boyfriends ever. Because basically, y'all, I was living in my apartment. This was during the summertime when I was going on to be a junior. So basically, I'm just kind of like done with him. So he messaged me out of nowhere like, oh, what you been up to, blah, blah, blah. How have you been? Can I come over and see you? Because, you know, we were really good friends at first. So and I haven't seen him in months. She was just kind of like, yeah, you can come over, sure, whatever. So he basically comes over, and I remember we're having like a little conversation, and we're you know, just talking as friends or whatever. And I don't know what I said, or I don't remember exactly, but basically I said that, oh, you know, since I was your ex-girlfriend, we were talking about something. And then he was like, oh, ex-girlfriend, you were never my ex. And he was like, we were never in a relationship. You were just a lost cause. And I'm like, are you serious? So you're going to play the fuck out of me and tell me that I wasn't a girlfriend, and you're going to try to basically play, you know, stupid. Like, you know how somebody acts like they're not good enough for you, or acts like you're not good enough for them. That was his attitude during our whole relationship. But it's just the fact that he like went out of his way to call me a lost cause and to say basically that I was nothing. It was just kind of like a slap in the face, because I feel like, don't try to play stupid and try to act like you don't remember when we supposedly, you know, made it official. I can't stand when boys try to downplay another person because of their insecurities. Because I feel like he had a lot of insecurities, and he tried to basically take it out on me, and I didn't really understand why. So basically, y'all, that is my worst boyfriend story. He was the worst boyfriend because he was disrespectful and he was a liar. So yeah, so that's the end of my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ooh.